know what is Ken?
The man.
Then just congratulate the ladies one good time.
I mean, this is amazing, man. You know what I mean? This is the foundation of social death.
Ladies, one more time in the center.
Okay. Moving out?
Right there.
Okay.
There we go. We got it.
I get them.
One more right over here. Right down here, ladies.
I take all 4 eyes right there, right there, beautiful.
Right here.
All 4 eyes, one down right here, all 4 eyes. Thank you, thank you.
Gorgeous eyes on the right side. There we go. We got it.
One more time like that. I get them.
One more right over here. Right down here, ladies.
I take all 4 eyes right there, beautiful.
Right here.
All 4 eyes, one down right here, all 4 eyes. Thank you, thank you.
Gorgeous eyes on the right side. There we go. We got it.
One more time like that. I get them.
One more right over here. Right down here, ladies.
I take all 4 eyes right there, beautiful.
And they're betting on your silence, hoping that you'll go along to get along. But they don't understand that they've pushed you too far. That there's another side of me that I try to keep in submission. But you tried to play me one too many times. God, y'all ain't helping me tonight, but God says, I need you to know your silent season is over. This year, I'm going to tell you how I really feel. This year is no holds barred. If you can't handle it, you might as well get out of my space, because I'm tired of biting my tongue and I done ran out of cheeks to turn. And people think that you're going to remember.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Vibing with Ned Style. Let's get straight off into another lit video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share. Getting off into this video. This video is about our girls' escape and what's been going on the internet, which i.e. Instagram. So I've been seeing the pettiness. I'm a fangirl, been a fangirl since I was 16, half 17 years old, right around when they were teenagers. We were all teenagers. I'm in Dallas, Texas, so we were digging some Xscape. And don't get it twisted, love me some SWV too. But Xscape was that group. Them and TLC, they were that group. They were those groups. So when I'm looking, I'm seeing the pettiness and, and Tasha with the pettiness she started. She's the oldest. So I feel like she should come together and say, okay, we don't need to do this on the internet. We need to come together cohesively as a group and as sisters and fix this situation. Now, that being said, I'm not going to say who wrong or who right, but I basically feel like She came out with the pettiness first, Tasha. Now, this is all over. It started with, like she said, and y'all can read it. It's up there and it's stuck there. And you can go to her IG. It's on her IG. But she said that it started over the stylist. They wasn't seeing eye to eye, and they decided to keep said stylist. But she had already gotten a stylist. So they went on and at first, like I said, they were, like I was saying, they were working with the stylist. They were working with the stylist, on the performance looks, But things changed. So when did it change? I was confused on when it changed, because my whole thing is, if y'all were cohesive for the performance looks, what happened when it came to the red carpet looks? What happened when it came to the red carpet looks? Well, because it just seems like it was a lot going on, So, and that was one of the reasons. It was the stylist, and they wasn't seeing eye to eye, and they didn't tell her what the look was gonna be for the red carpet. And I felt like, okay, she should have got on the phone with the stylist, her stylist, and they stylist, and so it wouldn't have been any confusion had the girls in the background. That's the way you do things. You get your stylist and their stylist, and all of y'all be on the phone together. This shouldn't have never been. She shouldn't have been in something way totally different. But I just feel like she wanted to be different. So that's how her look came about. I feel like she wanted to be different because she wanted to stand out. You're not a solo artist. You should have been similar to the girls, like they were all similar. So, and then the next thing was, she said that the girls, she said they watched her be dragged on the net, and they didn't come to her side when all this stuff was getting said about her. Well, maybe they thought a little of it was true, because you are acting, you have been in the past acting a little diva-ish. You can see clearly that she's going for a solo. But as I said before, you can do solo, but you can also do it in a group. It was a time before where you couldn't perform your stuff on stage when you were in a group, or if you was doing something on a feature with somebody else. You couldn't do that because that's a conflict of interest. And if it's not benefiting your group or benefiting you per se. So, but now I see New Edition. I see them do Bobby stuff. I see them do Ralph stuff. I see them do Johnny stuff. I see them do Belle Biv DeVoe. I see them do his estate stuff. I see them do RBRM stuff. And they all do New Edition. It's all under the New Edition brand. They all have talent. You know, that is a 4-girl quartet. If you want to take your stuff outside and do something different, then you can bring your stuff inside of the House of Escape and do your stuff on tour. Just like with Kandi and Tiny, they should be able to do their stuff, perform their stuff that they wrote, sing their stuff that they wrote, but make it fit toward them because they own the song. Okay, same thing for your sister. I'm pretty sure your sister got some stuff out there too. But see, she made a point to say that your mama is gonna always love your sister. You know, your sister gonna always love your mama, and you want to restore your family and all this. But if you did, you would have restored your sisters too. All of y'all are sisters, not just your real sister. Them two is your sisters too, because y'all grew together in a group and outside the group, outside entities. I just feel like she took her whole two situations and combined them into two things and said, I'm tired. Okay, so the next thing, the third thing was, you know, she felt like, again, she's being dragged. Okay, dragged for what? Well, because she said her husband and the promoter bum head. Granted, now see, she said it in her little statement. She said that her husband bought the promoter to the girls. So y'all doing shows for this man, and he didn't promote these shows. So y'all, baby, guess what? Y'all gotta do them shows. They can't pull out Escape. That's Escape business. You a part of Escape. If y'all don't perform, y'all don't get paid. Then y'all get sued. So it's better that all three of them do it, or two of them could at least show up. She said, well, 2 girls had COVID. We don't know what the 2 girls was. She said 2 of the ladies had COVID for the show dates. So her and her sister performed alone in Atlanta. So maybe it was so the 2 other girls, being it was Kandi and Tiny, they had COVID. So they and then she said, and the other shows we had to pull out of. Okay, that's where the deal went left over a situation that could have been resolved. The promoter then referenced getting my husband's head touched and me being a widow. And she say, well, you know, they wouldn't have, anybody is going to be the same way you was. But you still got to work it out together. That's why you bring your husband on tour, so nobody won't get hurt. I'm pretty sure Todd and T.I. would have been on his side, but Rocky wants to be in the business. I think that's her husband's name. He wants to be in Escape business so much. He wants to run them girls. He wants to manage and promote them girls. He wants to do it. He wants to do with everything Xscape. So she said she pulled herself off a tour, and she felt like they didn't support her. Well, how they support you? Because if that's the case, you wouldn't be getting your money. She was like, this particular promoter, they've dealt with, and he was brought to them by her man Rocky. You know. So she basically wanted them to support her in pulling out, in which they probably did support her. But why they did not get into it with him? Their husbands didn't get into it with him. But in order for you to get your money, they went on ahead and did the tour. Because you went on ahead and did a date or two, but then you initially pulled out of the other shows. They're gonna get that money. Because if you keep pulling out of shows, people can look at you as though like, why they pull out and we didn't get our money. We need to get our money right. And then not only are you pulling out of these shows, then none of y'all get paid. And then what happens is that promoter could end up suing you and the group because y'all did not perform those dates. So I can understand them saying we not gonna do this no more. So we just gonna keep these last couple of dates and we gonna do them. Now, will they probably come together and do some more shows? We don't know, because right now they having some issues. I don't know. We may not see any more Xscape shows for a moment because everybody is in their feelings now. I think they just need a timeout and a sideboard and to come together and woo-saw with each other, because LaTocha did something petty, and you being petty when you pretty much acting out a whole pastor, T.D. Jakes, and that was wrong in itself, because now you playing with God, and you playing with someone that he has presiding over us. His what I want to say, one of his ministers to minister to us. So you playing with that? That's not good. I didn't really like it, and y'all be able to see it, and I put it off in here, but I didn't like it. Like the way she was dressed, she put on her shades, and she knew she was being shady, and so Kandi came back with her own little shade. She been throwing shade from Team Kandi and Todd, so I just don't know. I just feel like it's all wrong. They need to get it together. We want more Xscape shows. If you working on something, work toward what New Edition is getting, a residency. I can see Xscape doing a residency, but they gonna have to get that Xscape business. I can see them doing a whole nother album. I can see them doing a biopic, but they got to stop with the BS. That's what broke them when New Edition did their movie. They were supposed to go ahead and sign deals for new music, new everything. They just now got that last year. That's how they had that whole big old tour. Now, in 2022, they did shows. Came off a tour, they still doing shows. They booked and busy. Bobby got him a reality show. He got him a documentary, A&E. Okay, it's supposed to be all sorts of kind of things for them to do. Ronnie got his business for real estate. He got the married ambassadors, thing. They've been on Love and Hip Hop, what's the other one? Where they counseling folk. Okay. They did that, not the family reunion, the one where they get on there and they couples and they come together and they do some counseling. So they was able to do that. I'm just saying, the business of New Edition is now being handled. And it's being handled right. The business of Xscape can be done right if they get themselves together. They could be doing a movie like New Edition, getting their business together where they can get them some more. This was supposed to lead up to the big show. The biggest show of their lives, which is going to go get them a residency in Las Vegas, where like Usher's doing, and he making plenty of bread. Once you got a residency, they keep asking that man back, because he's selling our shows. People going to go see him more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. They spending that money to go see Usher perform in Las Vegas. And you think they not gonna spend that money to go see New Edition, baby? And they'll go spend that money to go see Xscape. But y'all gotta be ready. Listen, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just saying it. This whole thing is just some petty nonsense. They need to get up in there and get it together. Y'all comment down below, who do y'all think is right in the situation? Go to Tasha's, go listen to what she had to read, what she had to say. If you can't read it on her, go to her IG. Then go listen to what Kandi had to say. Go see what Kandi had to say. Go look up her post. Go look it up on Neighborhood Talk and Hollywood Unlocked. Go and look at these blogs and go study what happened. And y'all come back and y'all tell me what y'all think is going on. For me, I think that Tasha had a big head. She really want to be doing solo music, which, like I said, she could do solo music, but she could still do Xscape too. She wants to be the lead singer and everything. She just always been wanting to be there. She the big sister of the group. What more do you want? So, I don't know. Comment down below. Let's get this conversation started. Who do y'all think is wrong, right? Do you think that they need to have a kumbaya and sit down and talk to each other? Because that's what I think they need to do. So, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that post notification bell so that when I upload, you know that I've done so. Till next time, my empty nesters and my nesters. Peace, y'all.